Hello Commanders, welcome back to the command table. I am Mathermar and we're continuing with our journey walkthrough. We are about to start the Ancient Road. We're doing map 1 and the first half of the battles on that map, 251 through 255. If you like what you see on this channel, please do like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave those below. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in. Battle 251. Alright, this one was fun. We have 2 Death Knights, which are my primary concern. Then we have 3 groups of Plague Bearers, and we have 3 Draining Spirits in the front. Then we have 3 groups of Risen Warriors in the back. So the way that I determined I wanted to handle this is that we would create point of gravity for everything to converge on right in the front, and that these 2 bomb bots would be able to run up after the Draining Spirits had kind of pushed back a little bit, allowing them more time to get to the brunt of the group. If you have your bombs right at the front, they'll start to run through the Draining Spirit before it's had time for the rest of the units to close the gap. So I moved the bombs back a bit to buy some time, and that should help me to get those Death Knights with my bombs. So as far as the Risen Warriors are concerned, I just put this group of Shield Bearers in the back. That's they're going to walk forward, and then the Shield Bearers are going to act as a point of gravity in the back for all the Risen Warriors to congeal around. And then there will be this freezing trap here in the event that all the Shield Bearers die. That freezing trap should catch pretty much everything in its radius. We also have this freezing trap up front to catch the front group if anything happens with the frontal assault there. So let's see how it plays out. Watch those Death Knights. Poof. Death Knight's gone. It's a little cheaper than using 2 groups of assassins. We save 2 points. Okay, now watch that freezing trap in the back. Poof, that catches everything. So even though I'm down to 1 shield bearer, we managed to have everything gather around just in time to get caught in the radius. Alright, let's move on to 252. Okay, we have 4 cannoneers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a battle wagon and 2 Phoenix units. So what I decided to do for this one, I know that the Phoenix units will come back, but I just wanted to eliminate them initially just so that they aren't burning down my units for that first phase of the battle. What I've hoped to accomplish here is just to have this battle wagon become mine just by running into the mine shrooms and then crashing on the back wall. And these 2 groups of assassins, they're going to start on a designated cannoneer each, and then from there they'll move to the other one. We learned a few maps ago that if you try to split them, 1 assassin just isn't enough to get it down before they can get a shot off on those assassins. Then I've got my Plague Bearers in the back just to slowly walk forward. There's just to kind of hold the time while the battle wagon, if it explodes, it'll start working its way back towards these other units. And then I've got these arcane archers in the back just to hold the map until frenzy pops. So I threw in the crows for fun. Let's see how we do. Okay, cannoneers are toast. Moving on to the second set of cannoneers. Now those are getting stunned, so they're not able to shoot. And the crows also stun the Phoenix units. Now, I probably wouldn't have had too much to worry about even if I didn't have the crows. I know some of you may not have them yet, but if you don't have the crows, there's plenty of other alternatives that you could use. So you can just see the crows in action, how handy they are. You could have just used some archers. If you don't have the crows, they'd be able to hit those phoenixes from afar. Alright, let's have a look. We have 4 toads, 2 earth elementals, and 4 groups of dire wolves in their saber cat skin. So what I decided I wanted to do is I was going to turn around some of these dire wolves to kind of hold the attention of everything in the back. The toads would start to eat their own dire wolves, and it would hold off the earth elementals momentarily. And then from there, it'll be very easy just to have the toads lick themselves to death on my thorn guards, and my paladin's just going to keep everything topped off, while the ranged in the back does the heavy lifting for damaging everything down. Pretty straightforward. Okay, there we go. My flanks were guarded by the mine shrooms, so I don't have to worry about my hammer throwers. And now you see those toads just licking themselves to death. The one on the bottom, you'll notice it doesn't die nearly as fast because it's going after the paladin, but the paladin has sufficient mass to prevent it from being eaten. So you can see just how effective the thorn guards are at taking down a toad. It does not take much. Alright, moving on to 254. Let's see what we've got here. Ah, yes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crystal spires, 3 soul pylons, and 3 groups of shield bearers. I've put everything on the way back so that I avoid the initial fire from the crystal spires. In addition to that, all of the bodies that would be able to feed the soul pylons are going to have to move forward in order to reach anything, which is going to put them outside of the radius of the soul pylons. You'll notice the little circles all the way around here. So once they pass about this line right here, I'm free and clear to kill them without having to worry about what those soul pylons do. So I've thrown in a catapult, which all of us should have from completing the journey up until this point. I've also got some entangling roots in case something does make it through. If the bombs, for whatever reason, don't blow up the entire group, they'll run into these entangling roots and get killed by that crystal spire. And then whatever other ranged units I had, I just grabbed 2 arcane archers and 2 regular archers. So just watch how the bomb bots are timed for catching those shield bearers to where we don't have to worry about the crystal spires. Okay, poof. And now everything else can be killed at my leisure, and I don't have to worry so much. Even if the soul pylon does get a few shots off, should be just fine. Alright, let's move on to 255. There we go. Okay, we've got 4 groups of archers in the back, 2 stormcallers, 2 wraiths, and 4 sets of righteous defenders. So I'm just going to eliminate that entire front line and then send in a rush group to burn through from one end to the other. I had thought that, I could put a set of warhounds and some wraiths up top here, a set of warhounds and some wraiths down there. But since I've got the barrier monk in there, that's going to help to zip through without the archers or the stormcallers hitting anything. So if I did split them, I'd only have coverage on half. So I figured I'd put the assassins on one end to neutralize the stormcaller and then work on whatever's left while my main group pushes from the bottom. Okay, here it goes. Okay, there goes the front line and half of the wraiths. The stormcallers are all gone, and the barrier monk is doing the heavy lifting by absorbing all the range damage. Alright, so there's the first 5 battles. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Also, check out thecommandtable.com, where we have tutorials, raid strats, and in the near future we'll also have merchandise and a comic strip. We will have more videos for you soon. Thanks again.